Lehmann, where you at, Ted? You back there still yet? Had a request from Ted to do this song. This is a song that's on a CD I had back here at the record table with me and my band. It's called the Bloodline CD, and this song talks about pretty much the way that I grew up, and it was written by a guy named Jimbo Whaley. Jimbo lives down around Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where I live, and he actually wrote this song about his family, and I fell in love with it the first time I heard it, and I got to listening to it, and everything that he had talked about had kind of related back to me in some way or another. It's all about how things used to be back in the good old days. But it tells a great story. It's called The Kings of Orbank. Kevin and Keith, Andrew and Aaron, Richard, Engel, and me, all piled on to a pale blue scooter, riding up the street. We could ride all day long on 50 cents of gas, ruling the road called Orbank, and now hidden in my past. My grandma lived on Orbank Road, just below Jake's farm. Kept us fed the best she could, and there you felt no harm. And Grandpa would say, you better check them for horns, them boys are just too mean. But all she saw was halos, treated us like kings. And boys, wash your hands up for supper, sit down and bow your heads. We'll thank the Lord for the day that He gave us. Then it's Duke boys in bed. Back when our town was simple, the highways wasn't so wide. Sometimes when troubles of this world surround me, that's where I'd like to hide, where the kings of Orbank reside. You'd go to church when the doors were open, and everybody knew your name. Aunt Mary Lou, she would cut your hair, so all the kings looked the same. And that's what we did in our little town before the world moved in. Butler's store, Reback's drive-in, Walmart was just called the Big Inn. How many people remember before there was a Walmart? I know I can. Walmart has took over the world. Am I right? Now tonight, if I just sit real quiet, somewhere in my mind, I feel that wind blowing on my face, and hear that scooter whine. For memories are all I have to remind me of that old home. The kings have all grown up and moved away, raising kings and queens of our own. And boys, wash your hands up for supper, sit down and bow your heads. We'll thank the Lord for the day that He gave us, who shot J.R. then bed. Back when our town was simple, the highways wasn't so wide. Sometimes when troubles of this world surround me, that's where I'd like to hide, where the kings of Orbank reside. Kevin and Keith, Andrew and Aaron, Richard